She didn't pick up the call, ma'am.
Okay, that's okay. I said that's okay. Please open up your videos. Good morning to all of you. This week is Brain Awareness Week. From the 10th to the 14th, internationally, we celebrate Brain Awareness Week. And for this year, the theme is Brain and Art. So we are going to be talking today about your brain on art and why creativity is your superpower. Understand that science has repeatedly shown us that there is a lot of encouraging evidence about the mental health benefits of creativity. Whether you're doing painting or you're potting plants or you're planning a party or decorating your home, all of these are creative pursuits. And creativity allows us not only to just create beautiful work, it actually helps us to improve our problem solving skills. And we also relax and get refreshed in body and mind. So, in a way, what you're doing is you're having fun, doing something you love to do, doing something which is pouring out your heart into that whatever you're doing. And because of that, it positively impacts your mental. Now, when we do creative things, what happens is it can increase your positive emotions. It can reduce depressive symptoms. It can reduce anxiety. It can improve function of the immune system. Now, these are all scientifically proved. In fact, in psychology today, there's an article which says spending time on creative goals during the day is associated with higher positive affect. Affect means your mood. AFF, not EFF. Affect. Now, positive affect is about your positive mood that a person can experience. And this includes joy, it includes happiness, it includes optimism. And when you are creative, you also, what happens is, just a minute, I'll just mute that newcomer. When you're creative, you have a way to express yourself. And what you end up doing is you may give as well as get inspiration. You may develop a vision. You may get a vision of where you want to go and how you want to do things. You may get ideas. It is a kind of brainstorming of yourself, if you want to call it that. Your mind expands. Your imagination, you let it run loose. And so you get wider scope of ideas. You're able to be more innovative. You're able to be more motivated. And you also increase your knowledge. So if you look at creativity, when you practice creativity, it is actually like a wellness exercise, like eating a healthy diet or going to the gym. So the point here is, even if you don't think of yourself as an artist or a musician or a creative innovator, or, it is, each one of us has different levels of energy, intelligence, discipline, etc. But creativity is an opportunity for us to expand our ability. It is an opportunity for us to express ourselves. And the more we practice doing this, using our imagination, the better we are able to express ourselves without the need of verbal language. And that is very useful. So your expressions change, your smile changes, your body language changes. All of this will actually get better and better. And your communication with people, even without using any words, improves. And all of us know that when an artist paints or when a musician composes a piece of music, what is he or she doing? They're expressing themselves onto the canvas or onto the musical instrument. Another very important thing that has been found is that when you do a creativity intervention in older adults, when they're, growing older, losing their memory, or getting into Alzheimer's, or they're very depressed, or they're lonely, it has been found to impact their mental and psychological health very positively. It is the process of creating and one's attitude to the process of creating which brings about the change, not the final product. It doesn't matter what the product is, or it doesn't matter that there is no specific tangible outcome. So, what are all the kind of things that people tend to do for creative expression? It can be painting, it can be drawing, it can be pottery, restoring furniture, cooking, knitting, gardening, making your own board game. So many things you can do. And the beauty of art is that it transcends race, it transcends religion, politics, gender, sexuality. It is our humanness that we feel through the creative process. So art is medicine for the soul, is what Lane Gardner says. She spends her entire life using creativity as a tool. She has a non-profit where she helps people using creativity as a tool to overcome many challenges. And in fact, she was the one who was assigned to a school where there was this mindless shooting incident that happened some time ago. And the remaining children were pretty traumatized. And she spent a week there, used music, and helped heal those children from that horrible incident. So creative expression, therefore, is our personal toolbox for well-being. And it has many benefits for us, like I already listed. It benefits our mental health. It benefits our brain and so our cognitive health. That is your ability to intelligently bring out something. It helps us both personally and professionally. It actually helps us to understand ourselves better. And when you do that, when you have a better relationship with yourself, you end up having a better relationship with others as well. And also you're able to solve problems better because you have expanded your, the multiple choices that are possible. You've expanded your options. And so you're able to solve problems better. You become more innovative, you become more courageous because you become more confident. And you also begin to know more about yourself. Many people use creativity to process a difficult emotion. We know that. So sometimes when you're trying to handle a difficult emotion, we tell you to journal. Now, journaling, writing in a journal is a creative process. And so you're able to manage your difficult emotion when you pour it out on paper. So, what is the definition of creativity? It is a way of expressing yourself in a way that only you can. Your creativity is very unique to you. No one else can do it the way you do it. So it does not have to be music, it does not have to be painting. It is just anything into which you pour your heart and soul into. See, the unfortunate thing is when we are children, we are allowed to explore, let loose our imagination, and do anything creatively without inhibition. Now, when a child plays in a sandbox, it explores so many things. When it plays in the mud, it is exploring. Nobody stops a child from doing these things. In fact, we encourage children to do these things. When they scribble on the wall. they draw pictures, when they'll just make sounds which are like songs, their own version of a song. Nobody stops them. But what is happening is they are expressing their creativity. And that is good. That is why those children are able to learn, grow, and become better. It shapes their brain. But what happens as we become adults, we start attaching ourselves to the outcome and not to the process. So if I feel like singing, what do? I have an expectation. I judge myself. I say, oh, no, my voice is not very good. I cannot sing like A, B, C, D. If I sing, people will laugh at me. So all of these, what happens? It just dampens your creativity. If you want to paint, you want to draw something, you may not produce a work of fantastic art which can be sold for millions of dollars or whatever. But the fact remains, you are pouring out what is in your mind onto paper or onto a canvas. So when we allow expectation and fixation on whether the product is good or bad, right or wrong, all of these things, then we block our creativity. So when you do that, this inner critic which we all have, the monkey mind, it will block us and tell us, be careful. No, what do people think about you? What do you think you're doing dancing where you're 77 years old, and what the hell are you doing dancing to music? What will people think? They will laugh at you. So all of this inner critic will stop us from expressing our creativity. So you need to, in your mind, create what is called as a safe space to express your essence. Now, for some of us, this safe space may just be individual. That is, when I'm all alone, I'll do all kinds of things which are to express my creativity, but I feel very delicate doing it in a collaborative way. But collaborative creative expression has benefits. Have you noticed that? Try to think back at your childhood. When you did a group dance in the school, did you feel better doing a group dance in the school, or did you feel better doing a dance all by yourself? In fact, you felt happier and more comfortable doing it as a group because you felt that you won't be judged individually. It gave you more confidence. So sometimes the collaborative way of doing things actually is more beneficial and more creative. So the Buddhists say, they have an expression called a jewel in the mud. So your creativity is the jewel. As you grow into an adult, your inner critic and all these strange beliefs that we develop actually is the mud. So when you bring out the jewel and allow the jewel to shine, the mud drops away. And it gives you a way of letting go of your emotions non-verbally. See, there are many people, have you noticed, there are some music compositions, especially if you listen to classical music, you'll find in Western classical, there are some very, very agitated kind of music. So it is the frustration of the musician who is venting it into the music. So it will be loud, there'll be crescendos, there'll be ups and downs and all that. And you'll find that actually, when we do something similar, we feel a lot better after we do that. Have you seen the artists? Some people do abstract, some people do delicate art, some people, yet they are giving into all their feelings. When they're feeling sad, they paint. The maximum best poetry in the world is generated when you are feeling sad, because it becomes an avenue to vent. I write poetry, and when I look back at most of my poetry, maybe for 2 or 3 poems, I've written more than 35 poems. So 2 or 3 poems, always it was when I was a bit anxious or depressed or unhappy or hurt. And it helped me to process the negative emotion by writing a poem. So, understand that creativity is natural. It is not a skill that you have to learn or develop. You just have to open yourself up to it. And you'll experience the beauty of creativity when you do that. It is like an ache inside you, which is waiting to emerge. So now today we are going to do a small exercise in creativity. For that, all your videos have to be open. Please open your videos, everybody. Uma, Smila, even you can open for a little while, Smila. It's not a noisy activity.
Give me 2 minutes, doctor. I'll go to a better place.
Uma, please open up your video, madam. I had put this as an open invitation to anybody and everybody to attend. But it's very interesting to see that there is so little interest. It doesn't matter. I'm YouTube streaming it. So if they have not attended, you can tell them to catch up and look at the YouTube streaming. Okay? Uma, madam, will you please open your video? We're waiting for you.
Sorry, I got disconnected. Sorry.
Okay, fine. Now, what we are going to do is, we are going to do, anybody here knows how to dance? Any
Yes.
form of dance? What? Uma, what? Classical dance, is it? Bharatanatyam, is it?
Yes.
What dance do you do? Bharatanatyam.
Bharatanatyam and any dance. I just dance.
Now
What-
I want you to take us through any 5 dance mudras
Mudra.
and tell us the meaning of the mudra.
Okay. You want to show the mudras or
What is this? What is this?
Mayura?
So tell us what Mayura stands for what?
ಇಲ್ಲ,
Everybody-
okay, ಅದು வேണ്ട.
Everybody do this first. I know this is a very common thing that they get.
Yeah,
Okay,
this
now
this
she is
is
now using her ring finger.
Mayura. This is the Mayura, which is used for representing peacock.
So all of you dance like a peacock.
Yeah.
Okay? Dance like a peacock. Priyanka, I can't see your hand. You're distracted. Focus. Focus. It's only another 5 minutes. Right. Okay, give us another one.
This is Singamukha.
Okay, Singamukha.
Singamukha is not this. Yeah,
Just
Singamukha.
focus on us for a few seconds. Tell that person to wait, whoever you're talking to. Singamukha. That is how many? These 2 fingers?
Just 2 fingers.
Okay. Right?
Just
Correct? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So Singamukha is what?
The deer.
Okay. Now all of you will
You run like a deer.
run like a deer. Right. Come on. Doesn't it feel good to do this?
Bees can.
Okay. Now this is a
This-
bird.
Yeah. So
Okay. So we can all be birds and we'll go flying up.
yes.
Go on. I can't see your hands, Vishali and Priyanka. It's the process. Okay. Your bird is flying this way. Fine. Okay. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. That is her creativity. Her bird is flying that way. We are flying this way. Her bird is flying like this. Good. See, this is what we mean. When you come to creativity, the same movement, your interpretation is different. Our interpretation was different. It doesn't, that is what I want you all to do. I want to express yourself. Give us one more movement, Uma, if you don't mind.
Yeah, 1 second. So you just bring the index finger and fold it near the thumb. Yeah. And then bring the middle finger and close it with the thumb. Yeah. This is Brahmara, which is like a bees. So the bees are
How
going
sweet.
around.
Okay, so now imagine the bees are buzzing.
So usually what we do is we have the Alapadma, which
Enjoy
is
yourself. I want you all to enjoy yourself. Visualize in your mind that this is the bee. It's buzzing around everywhere. It's sitting on a flower.
yeah. Usually this is the flower. You just
The flower, okay. So it comes and sits on the flower.
sits on the flower and
Beautiful.
just goes around and
Right.
sucks the
See?
nectar and goes.
Nice feeling, no, when you do that? Okay. Thank you, Uma. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Prithika.
Anybody else has any other creative thing they can share with everybody? Charisma? Do you have anything you can share with everybody?
Yes,
Go
I can
ahead.
touch my tongue to my nose.
Oh, we can't do that. None of us can. You can do it and show it to us, but none of us can. Oh my goodness. Very good. So we will do something that we have done in our huddle earlier. What is it? Something which is creative, but it's an outlet. I want all of you to do this. It is a silly movement, but you have to do it. And enjoy doing it. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Go on.
Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah.
Blah, blah. Hands in
Blah
the
blah
air.
blah 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 blah
Yeah,
blah blah blah
Priyanka.
blah blah.
No shyness. Up.
So 2 minutes.
Go on.
Yes, ma'am.
It will
Blah blah
de-stress
blah.
you.
Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah.
Okay,
Blah
fine.
blah blah.
So when you're feeling very stressed, understand that this is actually a de-stressing activity. Okay, then we'll just end with a little bit of laughter yoga. Good. Very good. Yes. Good. Very good. Yes. All together.
Yes.
Good.
Good.
Very
Very
good.
good.
Yes.
Yes.
Good.
Good.
Very good.
Good.
Yes.
Yes.
Go on. Good. Very good. Yes. You're not in it. Vishali and Priyanka have not fully participated. See, you miss out the benefit of the creative activity. Okay? Now we'll do it one more time and then we are closing the session. So, good. Very good. Yes.
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 So thank you all
Very
for
good.
attending. I hope you enjoyed the session.
Yes.
Tomorrow
Thank you
we'll
so
be
much.
talking about music and the brain.
Thank you.
This
Thank
link that
you.
you have is a recurrent link. You can use it for all 5 days.
Okay.
Okay, and you can tell any of your friends also to join because I've thrown it open to anybody and everybody so that they gain some awareness about the brain and about the creative brain. That is the idea of this, which is why I have also YouTube streamed this so they can watch that. And then if they still want to participate, they can join in tomorrow. It's different when you watch it on YouTube and when you're actually in it. Okay.
Okay.
So bye, everybody. Have a wonderful day.
Bye. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.